Hi everyone, my name is Emily Wise, and this is my video recording for our discussion. So just talking about the first question is, what does a coaching approach mean to you? Kind of from watching that video, I would say it's kind of meeting, if you have someone who needs to be coached and someone who is coaching, you're kind of meeting with that person and talking about kind of what your end goals are, and then the coach can kind of talk about different ways and strategies to get to that end goal. And then the person who is being coached can apply those strategies that the coach is talking about. And meanwhile, the coach during that process is giving positive feedback and saying, you got this, keep going, don't give up. And just being that positive presence for that person who is being coached. And then in the end, talking about the success and maybe even going over things they could have done differently, and just kind of overall just kind of having that support on both ends. The coach throughout the process is, hey, you got this, don't forget that end goal, just kind of reminding them why they're there, and if they need help along the way, to ask questions to the coach. So that's something that I think coaching is just giving positive feedback and making sure that they don't give up on their goals, and making sure to check in and reflect how they're doing throughout their journey and process to get to that end goal that they talked about. For the second question, what examples did you find of coaching strategies or missed opportunities in the video part 2 of Emily and Payson's story? Something that I really saw about a coaching strategy is I really saw Sheila giving that positive feedback and saying, hey, you guys are doing a good job. I noticed that he's doing this better. I noticed he's pushing the cars down. He really has a good momentum with those cars. And Emily saying, oh, wow, you're giving us a lot of confidence in that. Thank you. Every time we meet, I feel more confident. So I think that is a good approach in coaching, is just giving that positive feedback and saying, hey, you're doing a good job. Keep going. Let's reach that end goal. So I really saw that in the video. And the last question, how might you be able to connect or apply a coaching approach and strategies to the final project you have selected? So for my project, I am doing family meetings. So I think that, again, going to the family I have selected, and not just being, I really liked the first video, how she said, we're always so keen to be teachers. I'm going into elementary education, so all my classes are just how to teach. But I really liked how this is not, we're not there to always be a teacher, we're also there to be a coach. So I think in the time when I'm meeting with my families and doing a family visit with the family I'm meeting with, is, when we talk about what that end goal is for our child, for their child, how I can help support and help coach them, giving them that positive feedback throughout and saying, I notice that so-and-so is doing this excellently, or I notice that so-and-so maybe needs a little bit more work on this. Let's talk about some ways that we can do it, instead of just saying, yeah, so-and-so needs to do this and so-and-so needs to do that. It's really giving those good positive reinforcements and saying, you got this, keep going. I noticed this, I noticed that. And just being super positive and super upbeat with the family, because you want to make sure you're being professional and not just acting like you know more than them, because obviously you don't. It's their children. It's not my child. I only know so much of what I'm learning in this course. So I think that is a good approach for me, to just throughout my visits, making sure I'm noticing that growth each time I'm there, and making sure to point out, hey, this is going good. Maybe this needs some improvement. Let's keep going. You got this. And yeah, let's reach our end goal. So thank you so much for listening to my answers, and I'm looking forward to having more discussions.